Yeah, the Jaylen Brown jersey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I lost a bet to him. Shouts out to Breaking Rules podcast. I lost a bet to I'm Just Quan, and as a result, I had to buy a Tatum jersey because he beat Giannis. And then now I gotta buy a Jaylen Brown because they're about to beat the Heat. And yeah, because I mean we'll get into it. We'll talk about it.
Hey man, what's good, homies?
What's happening?
Welcome to episode 91 of Homie Studios. It's your boy ST, the GREAT, joined by the homie Shades of P. G. What's good with y'all boys? What's good with y'all boys, man?
What it do, fellas? How you doing, buddy?
Oh, good to see my homies in the flesh.
What's good, dog?
Back in the pod. Back in the pod.
Back in the pod.
Back in the pod.
You know what I mean?
Back.
And trust and believe. If for the homies that's watching live, you damn right we got the game on over here. You know what I mean? Game is definitely popping over here.
Top right corner.
You know what I mean? So we will be tapped in.
It's all a lie. They have no screen over there.
It's an illusion.
You just gonna lie to the homies like that? Look at you. You ain't shit. This nigga come back and already on that bullshit. Look at you, man. Hey, the homie Marcus said, yeah, I would say the homies PG back. Yes, indeed. Hi.
Yo.
I also just realized, like, I don't have my phone. One, I don't have the cord so that I can play the drops. Two, see, this is what happened. This is what happened when you just recovered. You know, I've been negative from that COVID for like the past 5 days, right? But it clearly got my mind out of the whack, though. What the hell is my phone? But how the hell y'all been, man? I'm just gonna walk away in shame real quick. Why ain't go find my phone?
I mean, we gotta hear from the homie Peach. Like, how you been, brother?
Miss Amanda, yeah, huh?
What up, Queen?
Go ahead.
You know, grinding it out, chilling, hanging on the back end.
How was that recovery from COVID? Sucks.
Better and worse than the first time.
Better and worse?
It was like,
well, how's it better?
Intense before shorter duration.
Oh, okay. So it hit you differently than the first time?
Harder.
Hit you harder?
First? Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh, for real? You was out of it?
But only for like a short period of time.
Okay.
Compared to last time, I was like fucked up for like 2 weeks.
Dang, but it wasn't as intense.
Yeah. Bro, I had like a 102 point something fever.
Dang.
I feel you.
I had a fever that hot. I was like,
the boy was sizzling like a fajita plate.
Boy, make some eggs over easy on them. Some omelets, bro.
And chills, I could count the hairs on my arm.
That's crazy, bro. Well, I'm glad to see you here. You know, it's a blessing. You know, we always say that, but like,
you know how
to see you right here, bro, it's an honor. It's a blessing. Yeah, my fault. But you know my mic, bro. My mic always
on
on.
the agenda because Peach ready to pod.
Uh-oh.
Peach ready to pod. Peach ready to
Uh-oh.
pod.
Breaking Rules podcast says, "What's up, homies?"
Hey.
Hashtag go Boston in this bitch. First off,
what up? I'm just Quan. What up, Quan?
They winning today, Quan?
Yeah, I mean, Quan said it's over, bro.
Well, they got, you know, they pushing that.
Thank you so much, Amanda. She says she's glad. Thank you.
How the NBA work at the end of the day.
No, that's facts.
It's all about that Game 7 Monday.
Facts, and I'm here for it.
Quick thing, I don't know if y'all ever said this on the pod, but before the conference finals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Literally, both these games had Game 7s before they came here, or something like that. Or 2 games of the 4, I guess, had Game 7s before they were over.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was in the third quarter. And I seen the preview for the Eastern and Western Conference Finals before the games were over. One hadn't even played yet. It was on ESPN during the game. I'm like,
and they had it right.
People not catch, it was right as fuck. Like, I called my homie. It was early because I remember it was
It's a conspiracy, Peach.
I've seen
that before. I've seen that before too.
Breaking Rules podcast says, who y'all got? Boston or Golden State? Let's not even talk about the Heat, guys. Okay, first of all, we ain't doing that. that ain't what's about to happen here.
Hey, bro. Hey.
I think the Heat can win tonight.
It sucks without having Hero available tonight, but you know,
Jimmy gonna drop 50. Bam gotta drop 30. Then they got a shot.
That's my thing. To me, the key to me is Bam, bro. Like when Bam is on and when Bam is aggressive, the Heat are different. It takes the pressure off Jimmy, and then it allows, then he can start dishing it out to the shooters. Jimmy does that too, but I think Bam is quicker to me. Bam is kind of like quicker to the paint than Jimmy is, and he can kick it out. He can pass too. So, I mean, really, to me, I think Duncan Robinson needs to come off the bench. You're gonna have to take that. You have to take that L on defense, and depending on other people, but Max Strus, Duncan Robinson, and Jimmy, and take out Jimmy and put Oladipo in, but you need to keep shooters in. And Bam got a ball.
Comment says, "Yo, Shades, before you answer, I need 5 hee-hees." I don't know what that means, but you need to get that man. I guess the Michael J. I don't know if you give it them hee-hees, you know what I mean, but
I'm going with that second bet. You're not about to do this to me on pod. So we already know what that second bet is. So I will take care of that after the pod. You're not getting me on pod with that, bro. No he's, bro. I'm not doing that on pod, bro. No, bro.
Ain't no he's, bitch.
Ain't no he's, bruh.
Hey, man.
You're going to have to catch them in this next round, bruh.
Shades, how you feeling, man? How you been?
I've been going through the ebbs and flows, you know how life is, you know what I mean? But overall, no complaints, family's good. Overall, when I look at the grand scheme of things, certain things may not go your way, but overall things are gonna be on the up and up, bro. It's only a matter of time. So it's just a blessing right now, honestly, to just be here and chilling with the homies. Chilling with the homies across the world, chilling with my homies that's in different areas, you know what I'm saying? But
Facts.
Overall, everything's legit, bro.
That's good shit.
Yeah, bro.
I know my boy got masterful plans working, so we just gonna, wish nothing but the positive for these masterful plans that's in the works.
Yes, sir. Only a matter of time, bro.
Hey, man. Hey, first of all, before I say how I'm feeling, happy early birthday to the homie Mike Beasy.
Mike Beasy. Happy
birthday
to
you, ass nigga.
Look at boy.
You know what I'm saying? But first and foremost, happy birthday, Mike. Secondly,
your boy turned 34 on Monday.
Hey, happy belated to the homie.
Yeah, boy, been on vacay for 2 weeks.
We gonna give you the bobo. Man, shut your
older, bro. You older.
Biscuit that ass boy.
Dang, don't be hating. Older. It's a blessing to be like this, my G. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna give you the ratchet air horn since I ain't got the cord.
Hi, you know your boy 34.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
So
he said, y'all.
Shout out to my girl who is now negative from COVID as well. We finally got the household back.
Yeah, shout out to Quan. Quan can come clean that up. You know what I'm saying? For $150, spray down the whole place. Get everything good.
Facts. But other than that, bro, I've been good, man. Just grinding on the work tip. Been season 5 is slowly coming to an end here. Once we get to the end of these playoffs. But your boy is gonna be working on some stuff to try to spruce up the presentation come season 6. You know what I'm saying,
bro? Yeah.
I got some things I'm working on. The homie, make sure y'all go check out Sanitize Pros. You can check them out. You can check them out on Instagram. You can check them out on TikTok. I think it's Sanitize Pros 904.
My boy said his household had COVID one time and has never had COVID again. I don't know if that's, you know what I'm saying, to that, but he can definitely come and sanitize the whole place. You know what I'm saying? You can get everything neutralized. Yeah,
Marcus, season 5 almost over, but there ain't nothing to worry about, man, because when we come back for season 6, it's about to be lit. We about to head right in football season. By the time we talking about season 6 coming on, you know what I'm saying?
It should be training camp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gonna be time.
Or voluntary OTA should be over. You should be into the regular OTAs and then get into training camp. You know what I'm saying? We should be making our predictions. MVPs, receivers, top running backs, top defense.
Everything gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
Everything gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? All right, so man, let's y'all want to jump over to it because we've been talking about it this shit anyway. You know, and
Let's go ahead and jump on over to that thing.
do
Get
that.
cleaned up real
Let's do
quick.
that.
Yeah, dig.
Cause it's time for barbershop talk.
Yo,
Y'all know what the vibe is,
you know what it is.
baby. Y'all know the fucking vibes, man, huh?
That boy killed that thing. Hey,
That's how you know we fresh off the COVID. We good now,
you
dog.
feel me?
You know what I mean? Fresh off the COVID. You dig? Y'all know what time it is, huh? Shit. Hey, man. Let's talk about this last conference finals series we got to talk about. Really? I mean, we gonna talk about the other one, but the one that's still active.
Let's talk about the active boy.
Game about to start in about 10 minutes from the time of recording. We're going back today. Let me say, the Heat are going back to Boston tonight. Got to pull out a win in Game 6.
Very difficult.
Very difficult. Down Tyler Hero. Is the series over?
Oh man, I think there's a strong possibility that Boston's going to close it out tonight. The Heat just has to keep it. It can't be no blowouts, bro. Like it can't be no down 20 points in the third quarter to come back in the fourth type jump. Just keep it close the whole game. If they make it a game, they can sneak it out in the end. They just got to keep it they got to find a way to keep it close. They got to find a way to keep it close.
But is the series over?
I don't know, man. Boston's been looking very dominant. I'm leaning more towards. I'm more 55% yes, 45% no.
Okay. What's up, babe? How you doing? Huh?
Green Bay.
Yo, Pete, you think the series over tonight?
I think they got a chance. I think they're a fighting team. They motivated off this kind of energy. I think they got a shot.
Yeah. See, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the series, man, and I'm a Heat fan, so I'm never gonna say the series is over until it's over. And even though my dude hasn't been consistent every single game this series. Tatum still something to fuck with. Jaylen Brown still something to fuck with.
Jaylen been the most consistent.
Jaylen been the most consistent so far. So like, I don't know, dog. I'm not saying it's over because I refuse to believe that, but you know.
But I mean, really, like what we were talking about before, you know, the Heat definitely have a chance. And my thing is, it comes to Bam. I think the offense needs to run through Bam. We seen when Robert Williams wasn't there, but you know he's gonna have to learn to play. I think he's quicker than Robert Williams, so he's gonna have to get a couple of inside baskets. He's gonna have to, you know, maneuver in the paint. He's gonna have to drive on him. He's gonna have to try to, even if he blocks your shot, you got to keep going. You got to keep pressuring him. You got to try to get him in foul trouble so they can take him out. So once he's out, you can attack. You got to try to get him in foul trouble early. You know what I mean? So I think that I also think they need to get Duncan Robinson involved early. You know, they need to get Duncan Robinson, and Max Strus has been like 1 for 16 or something like that. So they need to build his confidence up. You know what I'm saying? Draw plays for these shooters. Drive the ball, get inside scores, and then start setting up the three-point shot. Stop leading with the three-point shot. Drive the ball, get your rhythm, and then kick it out for the three. And then I think they can win. Because it's gonna be, this has been an old school a playoff series. very rough, very
Yeah.
rugged. You know,
Yes.
a lot of inside baskets, low scoring games, defensive games. You know what I mean? So,
tell you now, we could talk about this, that, and the other. And granted, players got to execute. Hey, yo, Spo, I need you to start stepping up and doing something big in this damn in this series in regards to coaching adjustments. You know, because what we're seeing right now is like, especially the last couple of games, Boston defensively. That the reason that they're in such a good shape, they've been doing a much better job on Bam, and you got to find a way to get him rolling again.
Yes.
You know, what kind of plays can you draw up to get him going? Because if you get Bam going, then the rest of the team starts going. Jimmy B is a very good player, but like right now the spark ain't coming from no Jimmy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, his knee hurt, bro.
That exactly what my point exactly. So like if the spark ain't coming from Jimmy, you got to find a way to get the spark from the other guy that can actually give your team the spark. But it makes it a lot tougher when you got an injury. Excuse me. It makes it a lot tougher when you got an injury going into the scenario with Jimmy, because then it makes it easier to try to take Bam away.
The fact that there's been fluid and inflammation buildup and stuff, I would not be surprised if Jimmy has surgery after this season.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that either. You know what I mean? Like you know how these hoopers be. They push through it. It's playoff time. You know what I mean? Like you worked all year to get to this point. You ain't finna give it up.
You know, Jimmy, like he probably just getting shot up with something and to get the inflammation down. And then,
yeah,
you know what I mean. But yeah, man. I mean, my question that I kind of got for y'all is like for this series, like who do y'all have as the MVP so far for the series?
I got to give it to Jaylen Brown. Like you said, the most consistent guy out there. You know what I mean? The most consistent guy who's been able to play every game.
Yes, availability
huge. Availability huge,
and that's been very underappreciated.
40 points
inside
the two.
Yeah,
without missing.
Yeah, he's balling, and like ain't nothing else you could cut. There ain't no other way to cut it. That boy's balling. He's leading that team offensively and defensively. You got to give it to him,
and
bro.
In the locker room, he's their leader in the locker room. One of them.
Yeah, you got to give it to him, bro. Like, shout out to Boston, man. They built a good damn team, bro. Like that team has been ready. It's just the team has been ready. It's just they needed to get to that point.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
But they've been knocking at the door. I think this is the fourth conference finals.
Yeah, and
I didn't even really think.
And I think they're ready.
Yeah, this year I think they're ready.
You know what I mean? I think Jaylen Brown has stepped up. I think Jason Tatum ain't afraid of the moment. You know what I mean? Granted, he might not play as consistent, but the effort ain't never there. Not there. You know what I'm saying?
There's some times where he disappears to me. But he has people around him that steadies the ship, gets things back under control, and then Jason Tatum just adds on and just picks up where he left off.
Plus, they're just a team, bro. Like this is two well put together teams going head to head.
It is,
and unfortunately, this is two well put together teams that are just so happen to have too many injuries that have kind of plagued this series from being possibly better than a much better series.
But why would you say why would y'all say that? Like, why are the Celtics like beating the Heat like this? Is it just the players are executing properly? They're playing better defense, or is it coaching? At
the same time as injuries and all that stuff has effects, the Celtics are a tougher team than the Heat face normally. You know what I mean? They play the Heat kind of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like a toughness to it. It's like a wear you down. And I mean, at this point in the season, it's kind of right now like
it's like a Tyson versus Joe Frazier.
It's a lot about fatigue setting in, and these guys all injured. Who's real injured?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like different. It's like levels going on out there. Ain't nobody out there right now in this Eastern Conference Final. Any of these ballers?
100%.
That's 100. You know, somebody hurting something. Jaylen Brown, damn sure probably hurt. Look at it in his eyes. He hurt.
I thought it wasn't no screen over there. How you gonna look in the eye?
You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Listen, homies. Look how Peach lie to y'all immediately. Off rip.
Word. I got you.
Oh, your phone now. Oh, the phone ain't even unlocked. True, got you. True. JL, you know what I mean? Hey man, let's talk about the Western Conference, bro. The Warriors done got past out of the Mavs, man. Obviously, what we saw out of that series was one team is much more prepared for the moment than the other team is. Even though Luka was prepared for the moment. Like
Luka been prepared
for the moment.
That's not new news.
So
the problem is, they need to get somebody to play with Luka.
Yeah, that's a fact. And they can't. And as much as I know that Jalen Brunson about to get a bag. Oh, Peach.
I think they need to keep him.
Peach. Breaking news. Hold on. The Bucks assistant coach has been hired. Darvin Ham hired as the Lakers head coach.
Peach, what's your first reaction?
Peach,
boo.
What's your thoughts?
He'll be gone in 2 years.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know.
Right there.
I don't know enough about this. This
I
dude.
know enough.
Oh, the homie Allen then chimed in talking about, bro, I'm gonna need you to calm down with all that matching everything, even the hookah out here looking like Kool-Aid man from the.
Oh yeah.
Also, I'm lost with all this basketball crap. I understand, Allen. Appreciate you typing in, regardless, brother. Long time no see. We gotta link up some point soon, brother. Miss you, dog. But yeah, man. They gotta do something in regards to getting Luka some help, bro. Like,
well, the rumor that's circling around the league is they are targeting Rudy Gobert from the Utah Jazz.
That's a lot of help, but still not. Like, if they keep Brunson and get him, then it works.
It works.
But if
Brunson's a rookie. He ain't going nowhere. Brunson's a rookie.
Last time I checked,
still tradable.
Yeah, I was about to say, last time I checked, Rudy Gobert ain't no free agent, right?
Yeah, they're gonna have to trade for him.
So you're gonna have to trade for him.
That's what I'm saying.
That might be a piece that you might have to get rid of.
That's what I'm saying. They need him.
The homie A-Town, homie Allen said, what up? Also, what's up, PG?
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you got Dinwiddie. Start Dinwiddie. Pick up some more 3-point shooters and trade for Rudy Gobert. Do what you got to do.
You probably got to trade Dinwiddie and Brunson.
If you get drafted,
give
him draft picks. Give him.
Yo, Rudy's still a big man with a defensive player of the year type level play.
For sure, but that's it though.
He's not about to be cheap.
But that's it though. It's not like you're trading for a Joker or Embiid.
I mean, you don't trade for those kind of guys. I'm just saying he's like the top level of center you could trade for. He damn near no different than trading for Bam. What you think Bam with the man right now?
It's not a lot of great centers. The centers are top heavy.
He's great defensively, but offensively he's not a liability.
Defense is enough.
Yeah, but
that's most teams' liability.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, bro. If you give him Brunson and you give him some draft picks, that's it. You're not going to need to trade Dinwiddie.
Bro. You tripping on his value.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be trading Dinwiddie as well. They can keep Dinwiddie. Trade Brunson, get some draft picks. You can get Rudy.
I don't know. All I know is this, bro. Who the hell moving on from Dallas? But who in the West going forward gonna be able to beat the Warriors, bro? Because
they gotta hope the Warriors fall apart. They can't beat the Warriors,
right?
I think the Warriors can get got
in the West.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to be defensive. You're gonna have to have shooters and you're gonna have to have defense. But you're also gonna have to have that scorer too.
The thing about the Warriors, right? They play the best team basketball as a dynastic like that we've seen since the old days.
Mm-hmm.
These teams and coaches and all that stuff can't keep up with their pace. Like if one of them don't get hurt, it's like they damn near got it. You know, you see LeBron almost died trying to beat these niggas. Like he was dying. He gave his last. The reason why LeBron got hurt a couple years later was because he went so hard in the paint right there.
They talk about
life away from him.
I'm
like
trying to tell you.
they took away a good season away from that nigga.
Bro, they talk about how LeBron had to spend an extra $1.5 million in his body just to get past them niggas.
Just for them boys. And then they got KD.
But no, we was kind of talking about it pre-pod earlier. Like at the end of the day, they play very team basketball, and it's hard to defend that because it's not like most teams like the Grizzlies. You know, if you stop Ja, you got an increased chance of like slowing them down. You know what I'm saying?
Like that's the perfect team. That's the perfect team. I think that's ready for them.
And ball on it, like you know what I'm saying. They got it coming from everywhere.
That team that you just said, that's a perfect team that's ready for them just because of the defense. I think they need another piece as a 3-point shooter.
Fundamentally, like ball movement and all that, they don't keep up on defense. It's harder. That's why good defensive teams still don't do good against the Warriors. They make it hard to play good defense. They're not trying to ISO you all day.
Right.
You know
that's primarily why their team is so well put together because especially when Andrew Wiggins can be your 4 or sometimes even your 5 as far as scoring option, and they move the ball around so well in Golden State.
Yeah.
What it forces teams to do, it forces teams to have to play a zone against them. And
for sure.
Y'all, you know how, and you know how I feel about zone. I feel like zone is for, I feel like zone. I feel like zone is for cowards.
Hear me out on this,
though. Man up.
But we seen what the Grizzlies looked like against Golden State with Ja healthy.
Yeah,
it was a series. When Ja got hurt, that's when the series changed.
No, but see, this is the thing. We ain't talking about making it. We ain't talking about making it a series. We said who can beat them.
I know, but you seen how competitive it was when Ja was there. They did win a game when Ja was there.
I ain't see them beat them in a series
because Ja got injured.
And guess what? And until we actually see it, I don't believe it when it comes to.
I didn't think that they were going to win, but I know it was going to a game 7. It was going to a game 7, and then at a game 7 is anybody's game. I mean, eventually, I think the Warriors would have won just because it's Steph in them and everything. But I'm saying if you give the Grizzlies one more piece, that can help offensively.
Mike Beasley was popping, huh?
Defense. I don't know, bro.
Was popping, dog.
I don't know.
Happy birthday, nigga.
For sure.
Think about how many times these organizations think they got their one more piece. It don't always fit. You know?
Because I mean, really, they can ride back with what they got. What they got works. But other teams are going to adjust to that. That's what I'm saying. You need a piece that people can adjust to.
I'm just saying them pieces don't be easy to find.
100%.
You know.
All right. So I guess going back to Dallas before we move along here. I mean, we talked about Gobert, but what other type of moves if Gobert doesn't happen? What other moves could Dallas make to try to kind of enhance their team and take their team to the next level?
I think they need more efficient 3-point shooters. So I haven't looked at free agency to see what free agency is going to look like, but they need more. They need to make sure they keep Spencer Dinwiddie. If they can keep Brunson,
I think they need some shooting big man.
I think they need a shooting big man. Like they need a guy. Enough. They need a guy.
When you get
that can be a starter,
you get Porzingis, and then when they hurt, you got nothing.
Yeah, they need
depth because that style of play alongside of
the reason why I say it like that is it's easier to find 3-and-D wingman than it is 3-and-D big man.
It works better for Luka.
Like there aren't too many Brook Lopez's around.
We're trying to be a step above. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where they're more elite. When he has a big man that can shoot, it makes them a harder to beat team.
Okay, so it's the same thing that you said for me with Grizzlies. Okay, who are you gonna get?
That's why I told you Rudy Gobert value was so high because it's hard to find big men. Period. I'm just saying that's what they need.
But Rudy Gobert is not even a shooting big man. So you're saying
he gets enough.
I'm gonna say this about if you bring in Rudy Gobert because I think Rudy Gobert is actually a really good piece for them. And the reason being is you're talking about all this super extra scoring. What we need
defense
is Luka gonna handle vast majority of scoring Yay or nay on that one?
100%. But with Dinwiddie and Brunson, you got help now.
Okay. And then now I got a person that's defending the paint.
That's the only reason that's the reason I want it right there. They need that defensive presence.
Homie Mike Beasley said, "What about Steven Adams?" Because I actually like that. I actually like Steven Adams over there.
I don't think the Grizzlies getting rid of him though.
I don't think he goes there, but I'm saying
he gets hurt a lot too. I think they need somebody who can really give them that availability, which obviously is unpredictable in the long run.
Of course,
you know, some people seem to have it over others.
All right, so obviously we know that Dallas needs some help. All right, Luka needs some help like crazy, bro. Get that man the help he needs because that's a superstar. That's a superstar.
I mean, I think this, like what we were saying, this playoff run has solidified him as a certified superstar. There is no doubt.
Oh yeah,
and nobody's.
Oh yeah, I mean he was out there looking like he was. You know who he was looking like.
The media was basically still kind of questioning.
I think his stats.
You know who he was looking like.
And bringing Dallas back since Dirk's been trash, like was enough.
Bro, you know who he was looking like. He was looking like Braun having to go against Golden State with no help, except for at least he had Brunson. You know what I mean? But that's what he was looking like out there.
A lot of people make that analogy, and I get it, and I understand, and I get it. The only thing with the difference between them is athleticism and
100%.
And I would say in shape, being in shape, not style, but I'm just saying like athleticism and being in shape.
He's in better shape than we think, but he needs to get into much better shape.
Talking about like Joker, how Joker did 2 years ago.
I don't think some people like Luka have their body doesn't have the ability to be more physical, like you know what I'm saying, athletic than it is. Mm-hmm. But as far as shape, I watched this man play the whole game and still be. You know, like stamina is the biggest thing for these guys.
I mean, he's not.
I understand, but
level 10 stamina.
What I'm talking about is what Joker did. You've seen the difference between when.
Yeah, but Joker's a big man. That makes a big difference when they get like a little weight off and control on their body.
Bro,
it's
his
not
own
the same
Jason Kidd even called him out on it.
But hold on, how tall is Doncic?
I think he's like 6'7",
6'7", 6'8" ish.
Let's
look that up. Look that up for me, man. Because regardless, he ain't no small dude either, and he still has to find a way to
6'7".
So, but I don't expect him to come out here and be shredded. Like that ain't what that's not what we asking for. But longevity wise, because it ain't even necessarily got to be about this season, but going forward, you do want to see him slowly but surely morph his body into the prime athlete body, but like you want to see him just take care of his body just a little bit better, because longevity wise, you end up looking like Harden, who
I don't think he's like that.
I think he is like that. No. I think that's what it is.
I don't think he's as lazy as Harden.
I don't think he's as lazy as Harden, but it's not.
That's why Harden's like that, because he's lazy.
Well, we're gonna see what Luka can do, bro. Let's talk about conspiracy land, because this is Shay's favorite area right here. You know what I'm saying? Donovan Mitchell was spotted at the New York Mets game and has been connected to the Knicks as well as other teams. Do you think Donovan Mitchell is leaving Utah because he was spotted at a Mets game? Game.
I feel like he wanted to leave Utah. I could keep that real.
Because they've been rumblings for 2 years.
Yeah, I can see him getting out of there. But
I feel like the Knicks would be a good place for him.
I think the Knicks would be a good place as well, but I
don't think he'd win. But
me neither. He's not efficient enough.
Yeah, I think that they would be doing better. He'll definitely help Orlando, but it still wouldn't be good enough.
Donovan Mitchell, bro, to me is get 35 points, but took 35 shots to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's almost consistent for him. You know what I mean?
Playing with somebody like Randall might help him though.
Potentially.
But the Knicks would get rid of Randall in order to get him, because they've already been talking about trading Randall since last year.
Gosh. If they get rid of Randall, he's not the guy they need, man. It doesn't work.
I agree.
It doesn't work.
Because then you just got a volume shooter that's just gonna end up getting his points, but doesn't help you win.
Trash Carmelo in that version.
Yeah, because at least Carmelo was more efficient. You know, Melo was much more efficient.
Yeah. I mean, Donovan. But Donovan, if he improved on his efficiency, then I see what you're saying.
But how long are we gonna have to continue to keep saying if he improves on his efficiency?
Yeah. I mean, he has to make that jump. That's his next step.
He also hasn't played with somebody who can take that pressure off of him wanting to take 40 shots and not feeling like his 40 shots is better than this nigga taking 15 right now.
Because I think what the Knicks are trying to do is build a team around RJ Barrett. Because RJ Barrett started taking off at the end of the season.
If they do that, they still need big men because Robinson not consistent enough.
Yeah, Robinson injury.
He like a trash Bam, yo. Like when he play aggressive, he be giving me flashes like, I'm like, he's the man. But then he
defensively,
be like,
he inconsistent. Yeah, but Obi Toppin is legit. I think they need to start him next year.
Thing.
He needs to start.
Obi Toppin needs to be a little bit more consistent too. But
and he's shooting threes now too.
Yeah.
But besides the Knicks, I mean, I know this is not going to happen, but maybe going to the Trailblazers would be legit. Him with Dame. Dame is staying right now, according to what he's saying.
So what you gonna do? You gonna have because Mitchell is a shooting guard.
Yeah.
If he goes to the Trailblazers,
I don't think that's a good matchup.
That's not better than him and McCollum.
I was just about to say the same thing. That ain't better than that.
Yeah, Dame need a big man.
Dame need a whole new squad. Somebody help Dame out, bro. Somebody save this nigga. Because this nigga doesn't want to.
He's about to have to fall back on his rap career if he stayed in.
Hey, SC, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Would you trade Jimmy Butler and Tyler Hero for Dame?
No.
No, and the reason I don't is because we are watching Eastern Conference Finals that could potentially still get us to the NBA Finals for the second time in 3 years, 4 years, second time in 4 years, I should say. And if we're gonna have an opportunity to still make it to this point, I don't need to disrupt my squad for that. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was like, what's the team that Bradley Beal played for? I can't.
Wizards.
If I was a Wizards fan, then I'd be like, yeah, give me fucking Dame. You know what I mean? But I'm not. I'm a Heat fan. You know what I mean?
Dame with Beal and Porzingis
would be filthy, but
that'd
I don't think they can't make that happen.
Yeah,
so
we ain't got to
worry about that.
But yeah, bro.
All right, man. Slide over to the NFL, bro.
Let's slide.
We got Colin Kaepernick. He over here did a little workout with the Las Vegas Raiders.
The Raiders.
And apparently it went well. From according to all reports.
They said the door is open.
Do you think they bring him in?
I mean, they said the door is open. So like now, if y'all don't sign him, like what? There's gonna be a whole bunch of questions as to, okay, why is he not on the team? So I mean,
I don't. They said I seen that it said they were impressed, but it's no guarantee that they're gonna sign a contract with him.
Sure. So you bring him in, let him run a little training camp, like not even training camp, just a workout. See what his arm looking like, see what his legs looking like, see what his mobility looking like. I think we're a little bit past the point where everybody is super anti Kaepernick at this point because, bro, he's kind of been on the outskirts of being effective.
And he's been consistently putting in work to show that he wants to play.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I think about it, it makes sense for them to sign him. They need that positive publicity.
And they also got rid of Mariota.
Year, and none of it was good
last year.
They can use some good publicity.
And they had Mariota on their team for 2 years, and then Josh McDaniels just had Cam Newton. Now he's the head coach, and he probably got that running package.
Yep,
running quarterback package, so it makes sense.
Yeah, you gotta, you never know. You might be able to bring them in for, like you said, different packages you can roll with. with him as the running quarterback who still has an arm, because it, like, you know how you normally bring in like the running quarterback and really he's only there to run.
Only there to run.
You can pull some trick plays off of some packages with him as well.
But for the most part, you know what I'm saying, usually a running quarterback that's a backup is not going to give you anything as far as passing is concerned. That's why Brent Huntley was a good find for the Ravens.
Yeah. Oh, perfect for them because of the type of offense that they run.
Yeah.
Like that offense, it's not even necessarily it's good for Brent Huntley when you can have him come in case Lamar Jackson gets hurt.
Exactly.
Because you're not changing the flow of your offense so much.
Not at all.
But with the Raiders, you're gonna need to throw a ball in case Derek Carr gets hurt. And now
Devontae Adams needs somebody to get him the ball.
You gotta bring in somebody that you know at least got the arm.
And right now they only got Jarrett Stidham and Nate Mullins as their backup.
I think they got a chance to sign Kaepernick now that I think
they should.
They absolutely should.
I mean, he should have been signed. So that's
yeah, we know that. I mean, and there's some other, I think it was a general manager or somebody put out. No, it was a journalist. He was like, Colin Kaepernick is better than the Seahawks situation, Carolina situation, the Atlanta situation, and Texans situation.
That's someone who should be looking to bring in Kaepernick.
Who?
Seattle.
Yeah.
Seattle needs to be looking at Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, Drew Lock ain't it, fam.
Yeah.
And you still got two very good receivers there.
Yeah.
Very good receivers.
Pro Bowl receivers.
You got to do something.
And you just drafted Kenneth Walker. You did get rid of Bobby Wagner, so your defense went down some. But
the defense also wasn't the strength last year to begin with.
Yeah, exactly. It was a weakness, actually.
Y'all better not let him drain that. Get the rebound, man. There we go. All right, my bad. Yeah, I'm over here.
Bam Adebayo.
I'm over here commentating the game.
But no, it's all good, bro, because I wanted to talk about some other things. OBJ going to the Saints. Or OBJ not going to the Saints. Tyrann Mathieu, Jarvis Landry going to the Saints, and they're recruiting OBJ over there.
OBJ gonna stay where he at as long as he can.
You think
OBJ gonna stay with who? The Rams?
Yeah.
You think gonna try to stay with the Rams?
I just don't know if they can. Like they gotta try to keep a line. And I know they wasn't able to keep Von Miller, so I don't know where they're gonna be like standing with their money and all that.
And what's the receiver's name for the Rams?
Woods?
No, the baller.
Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp. Bro, I have not been able to think of his name for like 2 days, and I didn't look it up. But Cooper Kupp is talking about he don't have to be the highest paid receiver in order to stay with the Rams and all that junk too. So he might give them a team friendly deal.
Hey, let me say this now. Hey, Cooper Kupp. Hey, shut that shit up, bro. Go get your fucking money, dog. Like, bro, you've earned whatever the max amount you can make. I understand it. But look,
he wants to make sure they have enough money to keep the team and to keep people around.
You already got the ring. Get paid.
What if he wants multiple? We've seen somebody use that recipe.
The NFL stands for not for long, bro.
For real. He already had a knee.
And we have seen somebody else do that, and that was a quarterback who's gonna get paid all from the outside.
Who complained about that shit?
Who like Tom Brady can get paid outside of football much more than Cooper Kupp can get paid outside of football. Tom Brady also had the luxury of, my wife makes more money than me. And so I don't have to be uber breadwinner. Cooper Kupp, get paid when you can get paid, because this league stands for not for long.
Right, for sure.
And you've earned it. It ain't like it wasn't earned. Nah, dog, you earned that shit. You earned what you've been doing the past couple years, especially this past year. You earned your Devontae Adams type of contract. You earned that. Don't limit yourself talking about, I want to make sure this, and this. Somebody got to be able to keep it real with him too.
But the thing is, it's the Rams too, so the Rams are going to find some way to pay him, and they're going to pay him a whole bunch of upfront money and a signing bonus,
which would be smart.
So, speaking of, Sean McVay was just on there.
Yep.
But he should definitely be the highest paid receiver. Bro,
he earns like that. Like
if Tyreek Hill's the number one receiver right now, number one paid receiver, my boy definitely should be number one.
I respect what he's saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, definitely, hey, let's get as many rings as we can.
Yeah.
But somebody also got to keep it real with him too. And be like, look, bro, I feel what you're saying. But you better get all the money you can while you can get it.
For real.
Because
your owner is married to somebody in the Walmart family. A Walton family, so they can afford it.
You're gonna be all right.
You're gonna be straight, bro.
You're gonna be good, bro. Trust and believe. But no, I think to go back to the question at hand, man. Obviously Jarvis is gonna be recruiting OBJ to the Saints. I just don't know if I want to see them paired up again. Granted, I know the quarterback situation the last time they were paired together, it was fucking Baker Mayfield. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But But we talking about Jameis. I do like Jameis better than Baker for both of them.
Jameis gonna find a way to get him the ball.
We seen him do it with Mike Evans and Godwin.
Mm-hmm. But now you got Michael Thomas,
right,
with Jarvis for the slot and OBJ on the. Well, OBJ won't be back until December,
right?
If he plays,
right. But oh my God, you bring in OBJ for playoff time? Like what, nigga?
3-4 catches a game.
That's like what, nigga?
And if he's feeling it, you know he ain't gonna miss nothing.
Bro, tell me that would be filthy.
With Kamara, with Jared Cook,
yeah,
bro, that would be a nasty behind offense.
Very much so.
But yeah, bro, I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
Which quarterback next year you think is under the most pressure?
Oh, that's easy.
Who?
It's Dak Prescott.
That's my answer.
Until proven otherwise.
That's my answer, boy.
It's Dak Prescott. Dak, you got the bag. Dak, you in a weak conference.
You already made $75 million. You about to make another 30.
Dak, you got targets.
30 something.
Dak, job got to get done this year. Y'all got to make it past out of the first round of the playoffs. Y'all got to make it to a damn at least a conference championship.
Agreed.
Y'all got to be knocking on the door. Dak.
I think it's a couple of quarterbacks that got some pressure.
Who? I know there's other ones.
Like there's definitely pressure on Dak. Don't get me wrong, but you know, to be honest, that Dak money is small money now. You know
no, it's not.
Saying? It is compared to all the quarterbacks that got signed after him.
But Dak is one of the only ones to get 75 in 1 year, though.
But that's because of that restructuring shit and how they be doing shit like that.
100%.
They set themselves up for that. That's not on Dak.
That's what it is. That's what it is, SD. So he got paid 30-something mil last year, and he's about to get paid another 30-something or 40-something mil this year to make it 75 in like 1 or 2 years.
They be doing that so that they get cap space at times, and
so it's a whole bunch of upfront money.
That's why the Atlanta Falcons got $40 million in dead money from Matt Ryan right now.
But what I'm saying is, over these next 3 years, Dak is going to make more money than Pat Mahomes. Yeah,
but Pat Mahomes' contract is set up because they made the number so big and gave him a big bonus.
So who was the other who's the other quarterback then?
The other quarterback's under pressure, right?
Yeah.
We just said one. Pat is definitely gonna have pressure. Pat definitely has. I think Pat and Josh Allen have pressure because of where they played at last year.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be expected to play to that level or better. You know what I'm saying? I also think Aaron Rodgers has hella pressure.
I agree with Josh Allen having that kind of pressure. I don't agree with Patrick Mahomes having that kind of pressure. One, the man's already got you the ring and consistently getting you deep into the playoffs. Two, they're now going to see what he is actually going to be without Tyreek Hill. I don't think that adds more pressure. What I think it does is it tempers expectations to try to see what the offense is going to be without what was your number one piece. He's solidified already, so it's not as much pressure on him to prove, he's worth the contract. We know he's worth the contract. They ain't even in question. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't think anybody in this room questions that man deserves the money that he got paid. You know what I mean? Not a soul. I do agree with Josh Allen because Josh Allen also got paid. But Josh Allen has to actually show it now. Like we seen him get his again, but this time you gotta do it. You can't get beat out. You can't get beat out to make it to the Super Bowl.
I agree and disagree with some of the things you're saying. So we're going to get to the same place, but we're just going to get there a different way.
Okay.
So I agree with you that Patrick Mahomes doesn't have as much pressure as Josh Allen, but not for the reason that you said. I don't think it's because of Tyreek, because they compare him to Tom Brady, and he's on that GOAT status. Tom Brady did it without a whole bunch of name receivers and without a Tyreek Hill. So I don't think you can use that. But what you can say is that his division has become, on paper, as we see right now, the toughest division ever in the NFL. And as a result, that's automatically going to mean you're going through a gauntlet in order to get to where you at. So instead of being that number one seed like you was before, now you might be struggling to try to get third, fourth, fifth. And
right.
you're then injuries and all this other stuff you're going to have to battle through because you're in battles all the time for 8 games out of the season. So for that reason, I feel Patrick Mahomes is tempered. On top of what you're saying with Tyreek, but they can't use Tyreek because Tom Brady did it without name receiver. So this is for him to have to prove it that you can do it without that supremely gifted wide receiver that you had. But with Josh Allen, I agree with you 100% wholeheartedly. And I don't think Josh Allen is going to make it to the Super Bowl this year just because they didn't address the main thing, which is the running back position. They need a superstar running back, and not necessarily a superstar, but they need a dude there at running back, somebody like a Joe Mixon or somebody. They just need a dude there.
By the way, Joe Mixon is a stud. Like you talking about a superstar, like Joe Mixon's numbers alone.
Joe Mixon is, but I'm saying that type of player. I'm saying they don't need like a who's like a Derrick Henry or like somebody like the most elite, like a Jonathan Taylor effort.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? They need a top. You need a top 7, top 5 back. You need a Kamara. You need you need that dude there. Because if you take the pressure, if you take some of that pressure off of Josh Allen a little bit,
Kamara in Buffalo,
Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley, like Leonard Fournette, like give him Lenny.
Oh, Lenny would be perfect there.
Give him Lenny, bro. Like
Lenny would be perfect.
That would take so much pressure off of him.
Lenny would be perfect there.
I think that's what gets Josh Allen over the hump. But yeah, I think Dak got the most just off the contract, bro. Dak got the most pressure just off the contract. Carson Wentz, I don't really expect too much from you. Matt Ryan, you're older, so you know what I'm saying. I think you're going to be consistent. You're going to be protected. Deshaun Watson.
I'll throw a name out there. Joe Burrow.
No pressure.
Nah.
There's pressure.
There's pressure.
There's pressure. You just got to the Super Bowl where you like you can't just dud.
Like, damn, we didn't expect you to do that.
But you can't just have a dud. You can't just not make the playoffs.
That was last year. Oh my God, we didn't expect to even get there. That's last year.
Yeah.
This year.
First of all, they still got them places.
Yes, they do.
I don't think they're not gonna make it to the playoffs. But I feel like if they lose in the first round of the playoffs, nobody would be mad at him like that.
You gotta go to the playoffs. He got
a little bit of a leash, I think.
But you gotta go to the playoffs.
I mean,
last year was
the Steelers.
Last year was unexpected. This year expectations are higher.
Browns.
We don't know what the Browns gonna be
because we don't know if Deshaun getting suspended or not.
Right.
What if he don't though?
Did he get pieces?
Still don't know what he gonna be.
Oh yeah, he got. Oh yeah, yeah. I was just about to say. Wait a minute, he did get pieces. Sorry, Cooper.
Yeah,
and I think
they just signed
that's nasty. And they just re-signed.
And they just signed Njoku.
They just re-signed
Nick Chubb.
Njoku.
What about Aaron Rodgers?
I don't think
Aaron Rodgers ain't got no pressure.
No
Let
pressure.
me tell you a stat that I heard.
That nigga got paid and no Devontae, no pressure.
Like exactly.
And you ain't get me a first round.
You
You ain't give me no
pressure.
first round receiver, no pressure, nigga.
Let
Like
me
if
tell
you
a stat I heard
if they
that
would have gave him a
don't
first
sound
round
good.
receiver, then I would have said pressure. But no first round receiver, get out of here, bro. And you didn't get me nobody, get out of here, bro.
Let me just tell you a
Like,
stat.
and I don't need nobody traded to me mid season. I need somebody right now, bro. What? What?
Nah, get your shit on, bro.
Oh, you laughing at me?
Nah, you good.
Oh,
I was.
but yeah, bro.
All right, Peach. What is it?
So, in 10 years of being in the NFC, right?
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Rodgers has 10 postseason wins against NFC teams. With 2 years of being in the NFC, Tom Brady has gotten to 10 wins against NFC teams because he beat niggas in the Super Bowl. But that's not good.
No. And the problem is, and it's not Aaron Rodgers' fault. Y'all refuse to get this man additional help. High quality additional help.
Because in the playoffs, they just freaking double, triple team Devontae. And they force you
To try to win with Lazard and fucking Marquez, Valdez, Scantling, and fucking.
I think he went to the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, he did.
With Juju.
And he's going to be a fucking
Miko.
beast there. Best believe.
He's better
Miko.
than Pringle.
Yes.
Yeah, Miko.
Yes, he is.
He's probably better than Miko, but not faster.
Juju.
Miko has so much speed.
Yeah, Juju. They got Juju and they got Kelsey. I think they'll be straight. They just need to get a running back. I don't know why y'all didn't trade for Christian McCaffrey as soon as the Panthers said they want to trade him.
I think they still believe in their boy.
Bro, they need CMC, bro. If they got CMC, it'll be a wrap.
If everybody gets CMC.
No, if the Chiefs get CMC, it's a wrap.
I'll take CMC.
But it ain't a wrap if you get him.
Hey, I seen a poll on Bleacher that said the Jets was the most likely to be the Bengals of last year. I don't believe it. I looked at our schedule. We have a tough fucking schedule. I don't believe it. I'm just saying.
Y'all division alone, bro.
But I think
that's
a lot
another
of that
gauntlet.
was respect to Salah and him getting some defensive.
If y'all
I
become
do
legit,
like Salah.
if y'all become legit, y'all gonna have another gauntlet. It's gonna be another gauntlet division.
But yeah, but the
Because
problem is,
Miami
I looked
Dolphins
at-
is coming.
Bro, I looked at
As long as they coaching is straight.
our schedule for this year,
Yeah.
one of the toughest in the league. When I looked at it, I was like,
Why?
lost. First.
What quarterbacks is coming out next year, nigga? What the
Bro, I
fuck?
don't like that. Still don't like that.
You still like that?
Nah, he never liked Zach. He never liked Zach.
But at the same time, Zach is getting the Sam Darnold treatment if he don't get some better players.
Well, they did good. You guys had a good draft this year. You know, hopefully that is the start. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Who's y'all tight end? Y'all got
we
Conklin
got Uzuma
and Conklin.
and
No,
Conklin.
that's who you.
Wait, you got Uzuma?
Yeah,
We got both, yeah.
Y'all got both?
yeah,
Oh, y'all gonna be all right at tight end.
yeah. Uzuma's gonna be that Gronkowski type.
Yeah,
And Conklin. I wanted Conklin for the Jaguars, bro.
bro.
If we would've had
I
him
like
with
that
Ingram-
combo. I like that combo of nice feet.
Bro,
But-
that's what I wanted. I wanted Conklin, bro. Conklin's a beast. Underrated tight end, bro.
All right, so let's talk about let's go ahead and talk about it because Peach wasn't here last week when we talked about it. And I want to hear if you got anything to say about this. You heard about the NIL fight between Saban and Jimbo,
and
Dion and Miami, but we because he definitely talked some shit about Miami in there too. But go ahead.
I feel like he got put in his place. He had to apologize, but at the same time, Jimbo went ham, right?
Yeah.
And Jimbo was like,
Jimbo's
"Yo,
pissed.
they don't want the truth. I know the truth. I know what's really going on and what's been going on, and they know that I know. And they know they don't want me to let y'all know that I know what I know. Like
And I know who else knows that they know that I know.
No, right.
So he was just trying to be all around the bush, like niggas been playing
Like how you gonna come at us talking about we doing the shit the legal
But
way?
it is a shame that Saban said it in the first place. To me, it was below him. Who he is, what he is to college football.
Why is you worrying about what everybody else doing?
Saying it, even if he felt it way for real,
Right?
He had no business saying.
Why is you worrying about what everybody else doing?
You are Alabama.
When
you insecure, bro.
Alabama, you should smile and smirk when somebody asks you that question. Like, you know, it's hard to be the best in college.
Bro, your
football.
bench is 5-star players, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
throw your rings up and you be like,
bro, your bench is 5-star and 4-star players. Like
exactly.
Do you even have a 3-star on your team?
Correction. Your bench is 5-star players.
So
the third strings may be a 4-star, but potentially is also a 5-star.
Right.
Just waiting their turn.
He gave them.
Oh, you finished second in recruiting.
The neck out
what?
For them to be able to slice them. Like,
I mean, I get the perfectionist. I get it. That's who you are. You're a perfectionist, but it also shows insecurity.
Mm-hmm.
And it
definitely insecurity.
Yes, bro. Like you're number 2 this year, bro.
Losing players.
That part too. A lot of transfers out of Alabama this year
because people want to start and they can make money.
Ben knew they wanted to start. He been convincing these niggas they should wait.
In NIL,
and you get
NIL
one good season. You get one good season, and okay, what if you don't?
Bro, at the end of the day, he was guaranteeing these niggas a ring and one of the best shots at getting into the NFL. His case has been the best case for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck your favorite school.
Right.
They're not guaranteeing you a ring if you stay here for 3 years, 4 years,
you're probably going to get a ring.
You're going to get damn near guaranteeing you a ring. And we have one of the best shots for you to get, even if you don't do a lot of playing time.
Right.
You ain't even got it. Not a lot of playing time.
Bro, all 20 snaps a game, nigga.
You know how many offensive linemen have barely played there and got drafted and they ended up being good because they were
their receiver didn't even play last year and got drafted
in the first round.
Michi?
No, Jameson.
It was Jameson Williams.
Michi got drafted too.
Didn't it happen with Michi too? Same shit.
No, Michi
ended up getting hurt
at the end.
Towards the end,
he missed the whole end season, right?
Yeah,
but old boy didn't play like the whole season out damn near.
Yeah, bro. I'm saying, bro, like at
number 12, bro.
That's why I'm saying, like, why are you complaining? Yeah. Because one, it ain't like y'all can't go out here and get no NIL deal. Bama got boosters.
Time out. They're not using NIL deals. Is that what this is about?
No, they absolutely are. They
so what
absolutely
is he talking
are.
About?
Bro, Bryce got paid. Bryce got paid.
That's what I'm saying. Didn't homeboy make $1 million last year?
You got to remember, because of Saban having control over college football that he's had, he is team regulate the fuck out of this NIL. So all he wanted to do was highlight this shit needs more regulations and laws and because he benefits from it being an equal playing field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If it's not an equal playing field, he loses more recruits.
Right.
You know, if it is equal, then they can't offer them nothing. It's not really, because areas and markets definitely affected.
Oh, for sure.
Currently, under the current system, that's why some niggas is getting more money than other niggas.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you in California, if you in Texas,
what I'm saying. You got local
if you in Florida,
if you can have more than one.
But I don't want to hear that, nigga. This Bama, bro. I don't want to hear that, bro. You set a culture, nigga. You are a market, my nigga. Like,
right.
I don't want to hear that.
I heard a student who actually has NIL.
That's why Jimbo said we treat him like a czar, like he's a guy, because that nigga is the czar of the NCAA, bro. We thought Dabo was coming for him, but Dabo fell off. Nick has been there for what? It's over a decade now, bro. Yeah. It's been over a decade.
No, it's definitely over a decade.
I heard a student athlete who actually has the NIL deal talking about it, and he was basically saying they can sign with anybody, but they can't just they got to do something to be getting money. It's just like they can't just be giving them money to be like, hey.
Yeah, a lot of the time it's commercials and stuff like that.
Exactly what it is.
Like oh boy, like your boy Van Dyke.
No, Van Dyke. what's this nigga's name? Blades. I can't think. I'm hot right now, so forgive me, homies. But Blades from Miami, he was just in a commercial for Life Wallet, which is the primary NIL provider for the University of Miami. We even just signed Life Wallet. Even just signed somebody from Florida.
Who?
I can't think of his name right now, but I just saw it come through like last week. He just somebody from the University of Florida just signed an NIL deal with Life Wallet. You know what I mean? So it ain't even just benefiting the University of Miami. It's primarily the University of Miami, but they also going outside to other schools as well and offering out there as well, which is dope. You know what I mean? It gives you, and pretty much what you're probably gonna end up doing is being in some commercials, maybe make an appearance at some type of convention or some shit like that. Yeah. But that's really all you're doing. But you got name value,
philanthropy function or something like that.
Something like that. But this is why, once again, it just didn't make any sense why Nick Saban even came out of his mouth with that dumb shit, because you've been paying niggas forever.
Allegedly.
Ain't no allegedly. Fuck all of that, bruh.
Deion said, I know who's dropping the bags.
You feel me? And Deion ain't lying, because Deion close to a lot of these kids that grew up in South Florida and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like we've heard all of the testimonies of, oh, Deion look after me when I was younger, coming up, blah 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 blah. Right? You heard those stories. You haven't heard those stories from Jalen Ramsey coming out saying even when I was younger.
For sure,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean. Like those type of stories. So it ain't surprising when he hears, oh, Alabama paid this dude, and I know exactly who dropped off the bag. You know what I'm saying? He just ain't out here being a whistleblower on nothing. Because hey, game recognized game, and these kids deserve these bags, and now they're getting them legally. And now you want to talk about regulating this shit? No, motherfucker, you just wasn't ahead of it.
I love the fact that Jimbo came out and was like, why you think some of these assistants don't never come back? Why you think they leave? Why you think I know where the skeletons are and I know where they buried?
Bro, you can't. He came at the wrong person.
But Jimbo was hot, boy.
You're talking about he bought the number one recruiting class. Bro, what you been doing?
What?
How you got started? How you think y'all got to be where y'all at currently? Nigga.
Man, that shouts out to Jimbo for building the team over there at Texas A&M. How long you been over there? 4 years?
Bro, Texas. I don't know if you saw what Texas A&M did in regards to recruiting. Bro, they got 4 5-star defensive linemen this year.
Oh my God.
4 5-star defensive linemen.
They're trying to beat Georgia.
Bruh. And like 3 of the 4 look like they can just step in right now and play. You know what I'm saying? Like at coming in as freshmen.
At the end of the day, we knew what Jimbo went there to do. Whether nil or not, he was spending the money and getting some players.
Yeah.
I mean, Jimbo's legit at that though.
I mean, and also if we talking about, I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. Shout out to Texas. Texas pretty much made it to like high 4-star, 5-star players. Every one of y'all get a $50,000 in a year NIL deal.
That's what they said.
When you sign.
That's what they said.
Pretty much.
That's dope.
Like
that's smart.
Like if I'm off rip 50, what
is there to talk about in college?
Every year?
In college?
That's $200,000 if you stay full. In college?
You ball out, renegotiate?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. You feel me? Like, come on now, what we doing? Like, that's smart.
Renegotiate or I leave?
That's smart. Exactly. But he ended up being like old boy from Miami who was like $400,000. Nah, bro, you got to give me more than that, or I'm transferring. And then nigga was like, hell no, we ain't giving you no more motherfucking money, bitch. You better take this phone. And then who the hell is advising you? Sound like they trying to cost you money, then earn you money. And that nigga came back and apologizing. I want to be here at Miami, and I took bad advice and blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, we know, nigga.
He got that 400 though.
Oh yeah, he got the phone. Basketball.
Oh, basketball.
Basketball.
Oh, word.
Basketball player Isaiah Wong, who was just bowling for us in the March Madness, got us to the Elite Eight. Got 400,000 in college,
and
you probably ain't never making it to the league. So 400,000.
Hey, you keep balling out, you can make it.
Of course, I'm saying, but if you don't,
but you can go overseas and play.
But if you never made it to the league, and before you even make it overseas, you got 400,000 in your pocket, bro.
Hey, Brittany Griner went overseas and played. That's obviously not the life you really want to be living.
No, you just don't want to have a dab pen. You just don't want to have a dab pen while
some
overseas.
Of that goes on everywhere. You know, some of that
Russia did that on purpose.
That's not just like that's a big deal there going on with her. It's strenuous situation, circumstance, whatever.
Yeah, because Russia and China is trying to push war right now.
Yeah, but other countries be getting a lot of discrimination and trying to rob these niggas and all kind of shit they be having to deal with being over there.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's jump over to this real talk, dog. Because not even 2 weeks after the shootings in Buffalo, we had the shooting that happened over at what was the name of the school? Forgive me for not having that at hand at the moment, but we had the shooting that happened at the elementary school in Texas.
Ukraine or something like that?
Nah, it was I'm gonna pull it up because I just want I want to make sure I give proper respects to this situation. There we go.
Uvalde.
Yeah, it was in Uvalde, Texas. At what's the name of the school?
Robb Elementary School.
There it is. In Uvalde, Texas, where 21 were killed.
Oh, gosh, bro.
And we talking babies, bro. This elementary school, dog. You know what I mean?
It's mostly kids.
Mostly kids. 19 kids, two teachers.
Bro, what the?
19 kids, bro. One of the kids did survive. I saw that.
What the freak? Bro?
She got shot 5 times, but thankfully she is.
What?
Thankfully she is living, and that's very fortunate for that family, and I'm very happy for them. It's just so unfortunate what happened to the rest of these families.
That's hard, bro.
A dude walked in there. First of all, how the fuck
did he shot his grandmother first?
Yeah.
Somehow evaded the police, but got to this school. So some stuff say he was shooting from outside the school for a while.
They said 12 minutes.
For a while.
Right.
And then proceeded into the school where they said that like the police weren't going in, but the police in their defense says that they were saying that they thought no kids were in danger.
How?
Right. I don't know. But then I seen a story came out where the commander had either had to admit or they were scrutinizing him for making the wrong call. I think he admitted that he made the wrong call. I don't want to be mistaken, but something along those lines came across the news. But the fact that they didn't go in immediately is crazy.
Makes 0 sense.
0 sense.
Bro.
They said the relatives had to beg the police to go in.
I
heard that story.
Like
what?
Like you sitting out there, you watching these fucking officers sit out here,
bro,
and not make a move.
I've been outside at a bar fight and somebody called the cops in 3 minutes. Them boys was there,
bro. But this is my thing. The guy goes in there with an AR-15. And look, I know people fuck with guns. And look, I'm not saying that that gun should just be eradicated. But what I am going to say is like, you got to go through some kind of psychological test to get a fucking AR-15, bro.
Yes, bro. You can't just be handing them out. I think it has to be that, bro.
I think, bro, if you look at history and humans and especially America, it's been violence before guns was any of that. You know, it's been violence and it's been serial killers and it's been all
100%, bro. But some of these people need to be looked at before.
At the end of the day, if the cops ain't even going in right now, it didn't matter if he had a knife or a gun or a bat. Like, if they wasn't going in immediately, that don't matter in a lot of situations. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not pro guns, this, that, whatever, to each his own.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I am like, guns don't kill people. People kill people. You know what I'm saying? And people kill people by any means necessary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, what I'm saying is, if somebody can undergo a psychiatric evaluation, and you can determine that this person doesn't deserve, you can see certain people that shouldn't have certain things.
At the end of the day, you can't fight for some rights halfway. And people have the right to be.
No, I'm just saying that's one of the
things.
What I'm saying? That's one of the things to add it to make it better, bro. It's like you have to find ways to identify make things better.
This test is gonna be corrupted. If this test is invented, it'll be corrupted. For them to be able to manipulate who can get guns, you know what I'm saying? Then that'll be a whole nother problem in itself.
But I'll say this.
But even people will fake the test. Like, people will pass the test before they do that shit.
Of course. But let's put it this way. I put it in an example that I've heard recently. Rape is illegal, right? But rape still happens, right? Murder is illegal. And it still happens. But let's put it this way: like, what if murder was legal, it would happen a lot more, right? I guess what I'm trying to get to is something does have to be done with this gun policy, though, and the reason it has to be is because every time that something like this happens, and we continue to fight for it to say, no, let's not do it this way, or let's not take guns away, or let's not do this. It just continues to happen. So we can't keep going down the same rabbit hole and doing the same fucking exact thing and expecting a different result. That's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Something has to change in order for change. We could say, sure, we could say, well, if they didn't have guns, they'll just use knives. Sure. But you know how much harder it is to kill 21 people with a knife than it is before somebody intervenes than it is with a gun? You see what I'm saying? Like you can intervene much easier against a person with a knife than you can with somebody with a gun.
Realistically, if they did, like, say, ban or limit ARs and all that, all they would realistically do is change the price of getting one from like $1,500 to $5,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it would do. It'll inflate the price of it. People would still get them. You know what I'm saying? And they're not about to go up into these people's houses and take their shit, because most of the people who already have them are not the I'm giving my shit up kind of people.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? But to me, what really needs to happen is, when you hear the backstory on this dude, is people need to get help when they're growing up.
Yes.
Like, to me, that's where it's at. Before we get to these dudes even being 18 and getting a gun, dudes have issues from 7 to 15 to. What's
the quicker way to get a resolution? Fix mental health or fix the gun policy?
I'm saying fixing the gun policy might not fix the problem. If the problem is mental health, that's what I'm saying.
Understood. But you can do both. The thing is
that's what I was about to say.
It's much quicker.
I want to do both.
It's much quicker to take care of the gun problem than it is to heal a whole fucking world with mental health issues.
You have to implement programs that address that issue. I agree with you 100% on that. But you also have to do things, and because to me, you're not about to take my guns away. I'm sorry, because it's not just the government. It's not my own government that I'm worried about. It's other governments from other places. Like, I'm not just about to allow anybody to just come into my house and I'm not able to protect my family or protect myself. So the getting rid of the guns altogether is not going to happen in America.
Homie, E-Nice, what's popping with you, dog? Huh?
What's happening, bruh?
But that's
what needs to happen is better implementation, or better implementation of who can operate a weapon and who cannot have a weapon.
At the end
You
of
need
the
to
day,
also implement at the schools. There needs at nonprofit organizations like churches, schools, or concerts and stuff like that, where there's like a lot of there needs to be a special task force that besides the feds or besides the regular police, that like there needs to be a police at
nobody
every
wants to
elementary
pay
school.
for that.
Bro, we're the richest nation in the
I'm
world,
just-
bro.
I'm just-
You know what I'm saying? We pay taxes.
Got more money to pay
We
for
pay taxes.
other countries' problems than our own.
100%.
And that's
But we
where
find
gotta-
other ways. We find other ways to get it back in other ways, and the
And
feds.
it's gonna be taxed,
The
and then people gonna not want to pay that. 100%.
But I'll put it this way.
But I'm just saying, bro, like,
people may not want to pay it, but I guarantee you this: people will rather pay the tax than their damn kids being killed.
Exactly,
in school.
bro. And if you had
So-
if you had a special task force, listen to this, bro. If you had a special task force that was at every middle school, high school, elementary school, charter school, or whatever, and then at churches and stuff, when they had, like at my church, there's state troopers that are there. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody about to come.
Pay for that.
100%.
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
If
But
somebody's
the
willing
church,
to pay
the
for it,
community
it's all
pays for
good.
that though. The
Yeah,
church,
but-
the people who go
But
there, we
not
pay for
all
that
these
though.
places that you talking about times that. Like right now,
Bro, every community
my daughter's
time
school
out,
just
bro.
had- my
Every
daughter's
commu-
school just had a
Bro,
that,
when they
right?
build new construction houses, they have CDD fees, community development fees. Yes,
I'm
they
just
will
saying- I'm
pay.
just saying
They
from
will.
from this standpoint, right? My daughter's school just had a threat that somebody was gonna come shoot up the school type shit, whatever. Right after this Texas shooting, internet shit, whatever. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Normally they only have one armed officer on that campus.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? One armed officer.
Mhm.
For them to have a task force, you already know.
I'm not
that's-
even saying. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying like every school has a task force. I'm saying, like you said, one armed officer. I'm saying every school at least has two. But I'm saying instead of it being the regular police, let the police go deal with the drugs and the drug trafficking and all that. This is a special unit specifically for guarding the schools, guarding the churches, guarding the mosques, because mosques are being targeted as well.
But see, this
You know what I'm
is this
saying?
is the
That's what I'm
problem
talking
though.
about.
But this
No,
the
but I'm just saying the budget
Like you got
behind that
DEA?
is big. It's training. It's making a whole. You know what I'm
then
saying?
then guess
You
what?
made
We
a
gotta
space force.
then guess what? We gotta pay
Like-
for it, bro.
Like you
Then
made a
guess-
space force.
Then guess what?
Like,
then guess
come
what?
on, bro.
Then we gotta pay for it.
That's
bro.
what money's for. Money's a tool to help you like get through life. And now we talking about our kids now, bro. Like this is ridiculous.
And,
But this is the thing. This is where the real problem is at. It's 2022, right? Nigga, we've been talking about school shootings well before 2022.
What was it? Columbine was the first
Nigga,
one.
that wasn't even the first one. That was just the first one that was like our generation. You see what I'm saying? Like
Word.
in regards to our generation, where you have such a big scope, like a magnifying glass on that scenario. But that was the first big one.
Right.
That's the 90s, nigga.
Yeah.
If shit would have been put in place since the fucking 90s, we wouldn't have maybe had Sandy Hook.
and you know what?
We
I
wouldn't have
read?
had all these other fucking schools where kids, children, babies are dying, bro.
You know what I read?
Killing whole
I read
generations,
an
bro.
article that talked about serial killers. Well, mass shooters are the new serial killers because of cameras and forensics and shit. Like, so they were saying basically like serial killers used to be methodical and drawn out and stuff because the game was being caught. You know, they could get away for long times and shit, right? But with forensics and technology now, it's more unlikely for them.
Yes.
So like somehow since that time you're talking about like Columbine and all this stuff, it's became more popular for like mass tragedy. You know what I'm saying? To get for those kind of whatever cycle people are doing it.
Bro, my thing is, bro, I feel what you're saying on that, but my thing is like my idea with the special task force thing, like I agree, like I want that so bad because like what you're saying, even though it's like that, these boys they got record of them going on social media
Mhm.
and posting about this stuff and posting videos before they go do it.
Yeah.
That's why the help is That's why them having a gun or getting a gun doesn't matter to me. Because even if he just had a handgun, right? Because at the end of the day, I hear y'all on the like how fast he could kill 21 people. I don't care about 21 because every one is somebody's child, like my child.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So one, you know what I'm saying, is enough to be like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's like the more important part is the help that a lot of people need mentally before they even get to high school.
But you have to stop the bleeding now. And then also implement the programs that you're talking about.
I don't think
that's
that
what we're
stops the
saying.
bleeding now, though. That's what I'm saying. I don't think
that's gonna. It doesn't necessarily stop the bleeding, but it's a band-aid. Like, you got to put something on it.
It becomes more popular.
Something
stitch it up.
has to happen.
You
though.
got to stitch it up or something. You can't just keep letting it leak.
Like something has to, and we can't just say give the people the mental health help as that be the only thing, because that doesn't help today.
I'm not saying that it starts helping right today.
No, but it doesn't help today. It helps the future. That help. I'm not saying that you don't also do that, but what I'm saying is that can't be the only thing that's done, because that helps the future. That doesn't help what shit that just happened. Like that happened earlier this week.
So doing some kind of gun control right now helps today.
Yeah, because it's going to address. It's going to be able to address a situation right now. You need something implemented that can stop these things in these areas. So, especially in the metropolitan areas, you need something that can be addressed to where if people is going to go ahead and open up and shoot and all that stuff like that, something can be addressed right then. Whether that be equipping the teachers, letting the teachers be equipped, letting the principal.
Teachers don't want that pressure.
I also don't think that.
Well, I'm just saying there needs to be something. I'm saying there needs to be something.
Teachers don't need that pressure.
I'm just saying. But what if there's some teachers that would like that pressure?
Of course they would. Of course it's going to be.
You know what I'm saying? There's some teachers that's been wielding guns since they're kids.
But listen to what you're saying. Okay, so cool. One teacher is absolutely gung ho about having the gun. The other one isn't. They go into the room with the one that isn't. You see what I'm saying? So now, depending on what class you're in, you're more safer. That ain't fair either.
No,
right?
I feel you. But what I'm saying, what happened is it stops the immediate threat.
No, it don't.
It stops the immediate threat of it spreading, because you have a teacher with a gun that's going to try to hold it down until the police or whatever special other task force that you have that should be on location.
That's not the
you have multiple
job.
I feel you.
The teacher's job ain't to be out here being a gun toting motherfucker that's gonna pop a nigga. Right. You know what I mean? That ain't their job, bro.
I don't know.
Their job is to teach these kids.
I'm not trying to be funny, but maybe you need to create like iRobot niggas.
No, because then here we go. There you go. And so it begins where the iRobot, where the technology takes over.
World domination.
This man over here willingly giving up the world. He's like, hey, yo, put the robot teachers in there, so I
say robot teachers. I said robot security.
How does making those kind of gun control
drones
restrictions
drone security
now?
Oh, that's dope.
Huh?
How does making changes to the gun control or anything help now?
So my thing is, I don't necessarily think you could take handguns away from people, but AR fucking 15s, nigga, what do you fucking need it for? What do you need it for? What is a normal civilian? I know what you said. I know what you sitting with, bro. My bad. But I'm gonna say it now. What you need it for?
I already told you what I need it for.
And people have a lot of different beliefs on what they feel like they need it for. That you can't argue with people.
You know why I need? So you just asked the question. You know why Shays needs it?
Sure.
Because there's other crazy people out there, like the homie, 18 years old.
So if everybody's AR-15 everybody's AR-15 was taken, would you still need it?
Yeah, because I need it for other countries.
You see what I'm saying?
It's for the other countries out there that can come to it. Like we stay by a base. That we stay by a base. To me, like some people feel safer by staying by a base. To me, I feel like you're a main target.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody's about to come to the East Coast, they're gonna come to Jacksonville. I don't know if you ever seen Red Dawn, but you should watch it because they be making movies about real stuff. So, but watch Red Dawn. If you haven't seen it, watch it. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. Everybody can have their right to why they feel like they need it or not. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. I'm that dude in the family, bro. Like,
it's things in our society that fairness becomes this argument, right? With how many people already have them, people who don't or are waiting to be of age or whatever are like, oh, it's not fair if I'm not able to get it when these people are. So it's not, oh, who already have it can have it and we won't give no more, you know? And then the people who do have it, they're like, I ain't giving them my shit up. Like, you know what I'm saying? They feel like they need it and they've safely had it for years. Some people have had their shit for 1,000,000 years and haven't, you know, done no fucking mass shooting with it. So they're
speaking of that, because we gonna continue to go in circles on this one. But what I don't want to hear from any motherfuckers is people out here talking about, well, you know, these damn shooting games like Call of Duty is the reason why these kids are out here. I'm like, bro, Duck Hunt was a game when I was a jit. They ain't make me want to go out there and shoot ducks for real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel you on that, and I don't agree with people that say that, but I will say that those type of games don't help. If you got somebody that's not mentally there, and some people think that this jump for real.
I think the world we live in,
you know what I'm saying? Some people take
games or not anymore, because if this is what I'm into mentally, I could YouTube way worse than Call of Duty. I could YouTube real life shit, you know?
Right.
But for some reason, when I seen that video of the Buffalo shit, that shit looked like a Call of Duty fucking
because he had
the way he had his camera, and his gun holding.
I think his camera was in his shades, right? It was. I
don't know what it was.
Because the way he went through.
That's what I thought.
That's what it looked like. It looked like a GoPro, and now you going through with and all you see is like first person shooter fucking
like
angle.
First person shooter. I was like, whoa. But at the end of the day, I got into first person shooter way before Call of Duty.
007.
You know what I'm saying?
At the end
ever since 007 and Halo, I've been deep into
you feel me?
First person shooter.
Doom, nigga.
For me, they can't say this.
What y'all know about Doom on the old school PC?
You can't say it is because of the video games, but you can say that the video games don't help because of certain people shouldn't be playing games like that because they're not mentally stable.
That's why there's always a parental advisory thing on the damn thing, and the parents should be doing a better job at
like Fortnite
being parents.
For sure,
bruh. You should know good and damn well your kids.
But some of these parents didn't even know that their kids was building bombs and whatever. I mean, that's parenting. I don't know how you don't know a kid building a bomb in their own
house. You feel me?
I mean, at the end of the day, the technology that these kids can get their hands on is level 10.
Yeah.
And being a parent, you can't be all up in your kid's shit 1,000,000% of the time. So your kid,
and a lot of the time they be getting stuff from school.
Those secrets seem crazy.
Kids vaping in school and all that.
These families, it's not like, you know what I'm saying? Some of these kids slick as fuck.
Yo, my cousins was keeping me on game. Like they got hella drugs in school, like vaping, like it's crazy. Yeah. I'm like, what? It's crazy like that now?
Yeah.
It's been
when
like you talk to a lot of people, they said they first exposure to shit is middle school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, like adults you talk to, first, it doesn't have to be their first use or trying, but just seeing it, knowing more about it, seeing it in person. A lot of people it's middle school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is a young age.
Yeah, I gotta say it was the same for me.
That's what I'm saying. It is for a lot of people.
Actually, it was younger than that, nigga. It was younger than that, dog, when I think about it. Way younger than that, dog.
I'm just saying.
I drank my first beer at 7.
Bro, I drank my first beer was a young jit too, bro.
For real. My uncle was like, here.
My auntie was like, here you go. I was like, can I have some juice? I ain't got no damn juice in here. Here's a beer. Huh? What?
Boy, that jam was gross.
Nasty as fuck. It was a Budweiser.
You know how
with the white and red?
Not Bud Light. Budweiser.
All right, but you know how I had my first beer? I was young like that too, right?
Yeah.
Me being Mr. Smart Ass Peach, my stepdad's like, I'm like going in the fridge, it's a party, and there's beer in there, but there's also juice and shit, you know? And he's like, what you going in there for? And I was like, a beer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like being like an asshole. And he's like, all right. So you better get one and drink that shit right the fuck now. And it's Heineken, nigga. Like, my first beer was a Heineken.
Nah,
And he
Heineken.
was like, I'll show you how to open it. This bitch like,
You mother sucker.
and I'm like, fuck it.
Why do y'all drink this
Don't
shit?
waste that nigga. You drinking all of it right now. And I'm like, oh shit.
Oh snap.
Obviously, these parents need to go to jail.
sounds like we had great role models. We did, you know what I'm saying? Hey, but all right, man. Well, once again, thoughts and prayers and condolences to the families that were impacted
Most definitely.
by this terrorist attack.
Domestic terrorism.
Bro, at the end of the day, I can't even begin to imagine how they feel. Cause you drop your kids off to school, bro, and it's just like you're already worried, you know?
Yeah,
Already.
Like school is safe. Like that's this thing you're supposed to have this feeling of, like, because it's like like I'm from a hood, right? Where it's like fucking ruthless. But it's like certain zones where it's like off limits.
yeah,
Like with mad respect, like a deep, you know, and it's like you think schools have that kind of thing.
Church,
you know?
school.
Right.
A
You know what I'm
mosque.
saying? Even if you don't believe in the same thing, it's like that's off limits area. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But it's like the world we live in now, it's like those areas became purged, open for like crazy shit. And it's like scary, bro. Like that should make me want to homeschool my kids, yo.
Like a funeral.
Yeah.
Like I know people rap about it and stuff like that, but that's not something you normally hear about. Like
it's annoying, dog. I was tell y'all exactly what I tweeted out. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of this shit. Like, I'm over, like, cause now, like, bro, this is what ends up happening. You have the scenario happens, right? The situation happens. Then people feel bad. They'll throw all their thoughts and condolences and prayers, and they'll send out their tweets and they'll do this, that, and all this shit. And then 3 days later, nobody's talking about it no more. But like, that's why I'm saying, like, something actually has to fucking change. I don't know what the change is. That's not my job. But what my job is as an American is to say, yo, at some point, are y'all gonna ever do something about this? Because something has to be done, bro. You know what I mean? Like, because we can't just keep letting babies in schools or our elderly folk in a fucking grocery store or
church
or at a church or at a fucking park or whatever the case may be. Something's got to fucking change. Somebody's got to do something. Something's got to happen. Because too many fucking innocent people are being killed by these fucking crazy fucks. And yes, them crazy fucks also grew up on some crazy fuck shit. You know what I mean? Like, mentally, they ain't right. We got to start being able to see as a parent, do the due diligence of paying attention to your kids' actions. You know what I mean? And try. Yes, some of this stuff can be secrets, like you said, Peach. But like, pay closer attention to your kids. And if you see that there's something there, then try to start getting that help for them early. You know what I mean? Because like, you're gonna be one of the first people to see it.
Yeah. So Peach, like, you know what I said about the special task force, right? Specifically for that, right? Mm-hmm. The reason why I say that is because they built like a special task force for like hip hop stars, you know, the hip hop police. You know what I'm saying? That's why they got Young Thug. They've been looking at Young Thug since 2013.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, but there's a lot of money in that to pay for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I understand that, but what I'm saying is, with the task force like that, they can be focusing on people that are giving out red flags and that are talking about these type of things.
I'm not
you know what I'm
arguing
saying?
that a task force wouldn't be cool and convenient and great and safe. I'm arguing that nobody is going to want to pay for that.
I don't agree.
It's not nobody. Yes, people will want to
that.
pay for it, but when it comes down onto the thing, people are going to argue like, they don't feel like they need this extra safety. Why they gotta pay for it?
I mean, how much extra
That's
tax?
how that stuff goes.
How much extra tax money could that be in that they can get
A
in real
lot.
estate taxes, or like if you can get that in real estate taxes easy.
And those people are gonna complain. Not everybody has to complain. Not everybody has to complain for it to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? Once a percentage of people are complaining, then that's where the issues come in.
And I'm pretty sure you can get corporate support as
half
well.
of these votes don't even be 50-50 for it to pass. It'd be like a 60-40 vote needed and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shit like that, it's like that's what affects that shit. I'm not arguing like, oh, a task force wouldn't be fired. Like, give my kids a task force. Fuck yeah. Like,
I feel you.
I'm just saying. I know how that game goes, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And when y'all boys got anything else before we get up out of here? Damn, this week got me fucked up. You feel me? Y'all know fucking live shit, boy.
Much love to everybody. Love
Facts.
y'all families.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Take it one day at a time with everything else.
Happy Memorial Day.
Facts. Oh, I'm off Monday. Beautiful, bro.
What?
What? Y'all know what it is. What? All right, Shades, what you got, bro?
Your boy been off the past 2 weeks, man. So I've been feeling. My mind's right. I feel good. Feel rested. Ready to get back in action. You know what I mean? So shouts out to everybody out there living, man. It's a crazy world out there. You know what I mean? And only the strong survive. So out of all the millions of sperm that could have got into the egg, you're the one.
Only Shades could turn it into some shit like
I wasn't even thinking this nigga was going in this direction, bro.
We're the ones that are here, so you know what I'm saying. I respect and I like the time that we're spending together. So
I don't want you to compare us to
no, bro. Like this man just made me a white squiggly thing, bro. Like, no, dog. I mean, yeah.
Out of all the millions of possibilities that could have been there, you know what I'm saying, we're here.
We're here. Indeed. Hey, man, shout out to everybody that continue to rock with us, man. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Run this shit up. You know what I mean? Share it with your homies. Because you feel the vibes.
You dig?
Yo, shout out to Chastity Taylor Foundation. Shout out to Breaking Rules Podcast. Shout out Adult Geeks.
Shout out Adult Geeks.
Shout out to the No Shades Podcast that's gonna be coming soon.
Shouts out to the No Shade.
You know, like shout out to y'all, man. You know, shout out to the world, man. You know,
feel me?
Everybody stay safe, stay humble. And you know, I'm gonna find me one of these sign-offs. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, like, yeah, I'm gonna find me one of these super clean sign-offs, and then when I find it, I'm gonna run that bitch into the ground. You feel me?
Be cool, calm, and collected. You feel me?
Just keep it calm and collected. Hey man, we're gonna fuck with y'all next week, man. Y'all know the vibes, man. It's been Homie Studios. You dig?